Welcome back to A Misogyny. I'm your host, Hannah Blue. This is episode 19. Why are people so comfortable with body negativity? Body positivity exists because body shamers exist. Period. Now, it's one thing to have a conversation in the privacy of your home. It's a whole other ballgame when you take your view to social media at the person and tell them exactly what you think of their body. That takes a lot of audacity and jealousy and cruelty. I've said before, social media provides a doorway for some people to be as mean and ignorant as they can while hiding behind a cloak of, no one knows who I am. But sometimes people don't mind letting the world know they're mean and nasty. Ariana Grande had to check some people, firmly, but with love. After seeing pics of her at Jeff Goldblum's London concert, buzz began to swirl about her looks. One tweeter said, "Ariana Grande looks worryingly thin." Another, "Very controversial opinion, but she's seriously too thin. I'm worried for her." Ariana went to TikTok to express how she felt. She said, "I don't do this often. I don't like it. I'm not good at it. But I just wanted to address your concerns about my body and talk a little bit about what it means to be a person with a body and to be seen and to be paid such close attention to. I think we should be gentler and less comfortable commenting on people's bodies, no matter what. If you think you're saying something good or well-intentioned, whatever it is, healthy, unhealthy, big, small, sexy, not sexy, we just shouldn't. We should really work towards not doing that as much." She went on to say, "There are many different kinds of beautiful. There are many ways to look healthy and beautiful. The body you've been comparing my current body to was the unhealthiest version of my body. I was on a lot of antidepressants and drinking on them and eating poorly. I was at the lowest point of my life when I looked the way you consider my healthy, but that in fact wasn't my healthy. I know I shouldn't have to explain that, but I do feel like maybe having an openness and some sort of vulnerability here, something good might come from it. Healthy can look different. You never know what someone is going through. You never know. So be gentle with each other." She added, "You're beautiful. No matter what phase you're in, I think you're beautiful. No matter what you're going through. No matter what your weight." And I'll close there. This needed to be said. People should have learned from judging the late Chadwick Boseman. He was sick and we didn't know. I was active on the artist formerly known as Twitter at the time, and I saw the comments. One person posted a meme saying, "1 month of quarantine turned the Black Panther into the Crack Panther." It was just sickening. And I said, "He's still the king." And I meant it. Chadwick will always be T'Challa, King of Wakanda, and a king in his own right. He was such a light to us, amazing talent, taken much too soon by colon cancer. One tweeter said, "Boseman was relentlessly castigated over his dramatic weight loss, to the point where he had to delete pictures and turn off comments on Instagram. Let this be a lesson to please be mindful about your words and judgments. You don't know what type of battle people are fighting. And this includes celebrities too. People are very cruel and miserable on social media. Hypervisibility and fame don't make anyone less human. You can either choose to brighten someone's day or contribute to their pain or trauma. Words touch or scar people for life." Did people listen to him? Obviously not. People love to talk about the toxic nature of Elon Musk's Twitter, but people were vicious long before he took over. I was active on Twitter when they bullied Lizzo off too. And speaking of Lizzo, She's always checking people on their cruelty, but she recently reined in a few haters, and I loved it. Like Ariana, Lizzo also posted a video on TikTok and said, I see comments go from, oh my gosh, I liked you when you were thick, to oh my gosh, why did you lose weight? She also addressed people saying she needed to lose weight. But for your health, she clowned, clapping back on others. She also clapped on others who comment when people tell others, ooh, you've had too much work done. Are we okay? Lizzo asked. Do you see the delusion? Do we realize that artists are not here to fit into your beauty standards? Artists are here to make art. And this body is art. And I'm going to do whatever I want with this body. Then she slapped her butt. She said, I wish that comments costed y'all money so we can see how much time we are fucking wasting on the wrong thing. Can we leave that shit back there, please? Lizzo told People magazine her parents taught her at a young age how America treats black people, how it treats black women. I saw very quickly how we treat fat people. I wasn't supposed to make it this far. I wasn't supposed to be a millionaire. I wasn't supposed to be a sex symbol, but I am. I think I have a really hot body. I am a body icon, and I'm embracing that more and more every day. What I'm doing is stepping into my confidence and my power to create my own beauty standard. And one day, that will just be the standard. Lizzo, I am with you all the way on that one. But even when you go from fat to skinny, you still get dragged. The late Joan Rivers once attacked Adele for being fat, but people came for her when she lost the weight. Adele told Oprah she's unbothered. Adele said, I feel bad if anyone feels horrible about themselves, but that's not my job. I'm trying to sort my own life out. Well, she says she lost somewhere around 100 pounds between 2017 and 2019, suffering from terrifying anxiety attacks while ending her life-saving marriage to Simon Konecki. Adele said she hit the gym to lose the weight. I'm actually an athlete. I'm not even boasting. She says she's a very good boxer who packs a left hook that could kill you. There are claims she hired a personal trainer, but she denies it. But even if she did, that's her business. She followed the Celeb-Fueled diet that focuses on proteins in your body that specialize in cellular health and metabolism. Oprah also questioned her over fans shunning the praise she got for losing weight, citing it was harmful and fat-phobic. Adele claimed she wasn't shocked. She said, my body has been objectified my entire career. I was body positive then, and I'm body positive now. It's not my job to validate how people feel about their bodies. Okay, Adele. You can't be too thin. You can't be too fat. Not ever. And you can't be too athletic. Serena Williams, tennis superstar. The woman has won the Grand Slam 23 times and is a champion and a legend in the game. And still, she doesn't get the respect she deserves. She's not exempt from body shaming either. A Romanian billionaire couldn't keep his mouth shut. He went on Romanian TV and said, at this age, and the weight she is now, she does not move as easily as she did 15 years ago. Serena was a sensational player. If she had a little decency, she would retire from all points of view. And baby, her husband is her #1 cheerleader. He said, safe to say, no one gives a damn what he thinks. He also said, had to Google it. Turns out my 3-year-old has more Grand Slam victories than this. If he doesn't defend you like that, you shouldn't want him. Now folks want to call Angel Reese classless. Let's talk about Caroline Wozniacki. And I don't even care if I'm saying her name wrong. She wore extra padding on her body, mocking Serena's body on the tennis court. How unprofessional. Serena's been called savage, manly, Her body has been compared to a man, and many say her body is too strong. I loved when she clapped back at a reporter who asked whether she was intimidated by an opponent, Maria Sharapova's supermodel good looks. I mean, really, how tacky can you be? Serena once said, "It was hard for me. People would say I was born a guy, all because of my arms or because I'm strong. I was different to Venus, her sister. She was thin and tall and beautiful, and I'm strong and muscular and beautiful. But it was just totally different. I'll never be a size 4. Why would I want to do that and be that? This is me, and this is my weapon and machine." I can show Olympia, her little daughter, that I struggled, but now I am happy with who I am and what I look like. Olympia was born and she had my arms, and instead of being sad and fearful about what people would say about her, I was just so happy. So you can't be too athletic, and according to some people, you can't be what they think is too old either. Halle Berry. She's been a black goddess for decades. Well, even she has been criticized for posing nude at 56. My opinion, 56 is not old. Sorry. And I agree with Giordana, a spouter who spouted me about it on Spoutable. Say that 3 times fast. The pic was tastefully done. Halle posted a pic of herself, nude and standing on a balcony with a glass of wine. The post said, "I do what I want to do." Sweetie called her the blueprint. Megan Good said, "Big Leo energy." Now that's how queens straighten the crowns of others. But there was a court jester lurking, dripping with jealousy. They said, "Imagine being in your 50s, still posting nudes for attention in menopause when you should be chilling with the grandkids. Aging with dignity is no longer a thing." And Halle said, "Did you guys know that the heart of a shrimp is located in its head?" As my nephew Joshua would say, Newsflash. What is too old for some isn't too old for everybody. Where do we get the nerve to criticize people if they don't fit into our boxes of what is young and beautiful? Here's the thing. I'm willing to bet the person who posted that comment is nowhere near as beautiful as Halle, inside or out. Where do we get off judging people? Who tells people you have the power to decide who is worthy of praise and who should go play with their grandkids? Her kids aren't old enough to be parents, but that's not the point. People are miserable, and that's the only way to cut it. Oh, it happens to men too. I mentioned Chadwick, but did you know the gorgeous Jason Momoa was called out for having a dad bod? Fine, Jason Momoa. That's right. Beautiful, magnificent Aquaman isn't absolutely delicious in someone else's eyes unless he has rock-hard abs 24/7? Seriously? A pic of him surfaced with his shirt off. Thank you, Lord. And people said he had a dad bod. Now, dad bod is mostly used in a positive light to make the men who aren't ripped feel normal and accepted. This wasn't the case, though. The trolls were being mean. Listen, just because you don't have a six-pack, that doesn't mean you have a dad bod. The comments were so disrespectful. Oh my God, his stomach. And another. Been working on his dad belly. And another. Someone needs to start lifting again. And another. My goodness, that's all I can say. Sheesh. She shouldn't have said shit. But more comments sailed in to defend Aquaman, as they should have. If this picture of Jason Momoa is considered a dad bod, please point me in the direction of the dads. And another. How about we don't body shame Jason Momoa or anybody for that matter, no matter their gender? Be kind and respectful, please. And another. Who the fuck is... I'm sorry. Some of these comments are so funny. Who the fuck is body shaming Jason Momoa? And another. This just in. I'm sorry. People shaped like refrigerators had the audacity to really body shame Jason Momoa of all humans on earth. Oh my God, these people. That man is gorgeous. With muscles, without muscles. He is mouth-watering. Period. And speaking of fine men, now he doesn't have to bat for my team to appreciate his beauty. Wentworth Miller. Prison Break, baby. This fine man was attacked for gaining weight back in 2010. Wentworth spoke up about it in 2016, citing depression as the reason he gained weight. He said, in 2010, at the lowest point in my adult life, I was looking everywhere for relief, comfort, distraction, and I turned to food. It could have been anything. Drugs, alcohol, sex. But eating became the one thing I could look forward to. Vin Diesel. Riddick. Like Jason, he's known for having a ripped bod, but in 2015, the swarm of dad belly bees came and stung him. He said, I don't care really. I'm not trying to be in super shape all the time. I'm trying to master my craft of making films. The late Aaron Carter had a heartbreaking tale and advocated for himself against a cruel woman's comments that he actually overheard. He said, she said I look like I have cancer. Now that in itself is just cruel. That's the world we live in. That's the kind of trash people who are in it. He said, I'm not ashamed of my body. Maybe I'm too skinny. Maybe I'm too short. But the one thing I know is I love my fans, my family, my girlfriend, and my friends. Grant Gustin, The Flash. Here we go again with the you're too thin insanity. In 2018, he posted on Instagram and said, I've had 20 plus years of kids and adults telling me or my parents I was too thin. I've had my own journey of accepting it. But there's a double standard where it's okay to talk shit about a dude's body. I'm happy with my body and who I am, and other kids who are built like me and thinner than me should be able to feel the same way. Now, I've never watched Game of Thrones, but I thought what this actor said was on point. Richard Madden. He said, I've done numerous jobs where you're told to lose weight and get to the gym. He says he recalls people pinching his fat rolls and dressing him in corset-like costumes. He said, I find myself with actor friends after we've done a kind of barely eating, working out twice a day, no carbing thing for these scenes, looking at each other going, we're just feeding the same shit that we're against. Feeding what they're against to eat and pay their bills. In the words of Alanis Morissette, isn't it ironic? My take, leave people alone. I just addressed what people said about Carrie Underwood's legs in episode 17. People may argue body shaming comes with the territory for celebrities because they're in the spotlight, but I say no. I agree with Lizzo. Artists don't exist to live up to our expectations of what they should or should not look like. Who is perfect enough to tell anyone how to look? I commend Ariana, Lizzo, and Holly for recently speaking up and out against this toxic behavior. Trying to bring someone down doesn't help you. It doesn't help you get a better job or get into a relationship because once people see how ugly you are on the inside, no one wants you. We have to stop policing bodies. If you don't like something, fine. Say it in the comfort of your home. Don't get online and show everyone how miserable and insecure you are. I love Lizzo. I think she's the Wonder Woman of our time. Do you know how much confidence and strength you have to battle trolls every single day? I don't think I could. Where's the mental health in this? I think you know by now. Be kind, be positive, be supportive, and get really uncomfortable attacking someone for how they look on social media. It's not a flex. It only makes you look bad, not the person you're attacking. And I'm out of time. If you liked today's episode, follow me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen from. Shout out to the UK and Sweden for tuning in and listening to me. I'd love for this podcast to be broadcast all over the world. So, if you're in a country outside of the US and you like what you hear, follow me. I'll be back next week with another story or two. Be easy. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves.